Hi, I'm Kelsey Zeiser. I'm a senior editor at Light Reading, and you're listening to the Light Reading Extra podcast. And we're in Clarksville, Tennessee at the LG factory. It's a lighthouse factory, and I am joined by
Charles Lonergan.
Seuko.
Yeah, nice to see you both, and thanks so much for the tour today, especially on a hot day. Appreciate it. So if we could start, tell us a little bit about the factory, square footage, how many employees, and what's made here.
Yeah, so we've got a very large factory we're operating out of. We are close to 100,000 square feet we're operating out of. Our factory employs anywhere between 800 and 900 members, depending on the season and how we're operating. At this factory, we produce three different products, well, four products actually. We make three main products, our washers, our front load and a top load, and then we make a dryer. And since we make both the washer and the dryer, we also make a wash tower, which is a stacked washer and dryer unit.
Excellent. So take us a little bit through the production line. How do you even get started with making a washer dryer?
Yeah, so we're a fully integrated factory. So what I mean by that is we make everything in-house. We've got an injection shop where we make all of our plastic parts. We've got a press shop. We make all of our metal stamping parts. Those plastic and metal parts, some of those need to be painted. So we also got a paint shop. We've got a liquid and a powder paint. All that drives down towards our assembly process. We've got, as I said, three main assembly lines, a front load, a top load, and a dryer line. Those lines all start with a cabinet press. So we begin forming a cabinet. We make what the shape of a washing machine looks like. That transfers down. On our sublines on our second floor, we make all of our product that goes inside our washing machine. That being our tubs and those being our appearance product. Those are the things that you operate the washing machine with, our control panels and our front panels. All that drives down to our second or our first floor where we're going to assemble our washing machine. At the end of our washing machine process, we've got our storage. In our storage warehouse, we carry anywhere from 10 to 16,000 units waiting to go to our customer after we've finished producing those.
And we looked at a lot of automation, AI, and ML implementations throughout the factory. Tell us a little bit about some of the robotics used, the AGVs and AMRs, what those are, and how they navigate throughout the factory.
Yeah, so in our factory, we've got around 200 AGV and AMRs. Our AGVs, those are automated guided vehicles. Our AMRs are autonomous mobile robots. Those do all the heavy lifting for us. So rather than having forklift traffic going through our factory or pulling heavy carts, all of our product after it's produced are loaded into carts, moved by those AGV and AMRs to and from each and every one of our processes. And then we've got robots. So we've got a lot of heavy lifting or a lot of dangerous operations. For example, our sheet metal is very sharp. We don't want members to be carrying and moving those around. So we're able to utilize our robots to transfer material from one location to another until it's finally loaded into one of our carts and moved. Also, some of our very dangerous products are processes like our welding processes. We're able to utilize robots to move that equipment around to safely operate and make a good quality product.
Mm-hmm. And then we'd love to also discuss some of the computer vision and digital twin technologies as well. Maybe we can start with the digital twin. What does that provide insights into in terms of the production line, and how is that used throughout the factory?
So our digital twin essentially is a virtual replication of our factory. So live, we can look at what's going on. We've got many AGVs, over 200, as I mentioned, that are moving product through our factory. So we can look and see what's happening. How are our AGVs moving? Is there any errors happening? Is there an AGV that has a little bit of congestion? We can look at that live and we can make adjustments live in our system to improve the efficiency of our factory.
Great. And then in terms of computer vision, I know that was tracking. You gave the example of if, say, a screw falls into a washer, the cameras can detect that. What are some of the computer vision applications in the factory, and why is it important to have it?
Yeah, so one of our most important ones, we've got a 6-camera system on our front load washing machine line. A lot of those components that are being assembled there are very critical to ensure that our washing machine works as it's designed to. So we utilize those 6 cameras to take a snapshot as that unit comes into that location. We've got master images, so we compare that master image to that snapshot. We're able to detect if there's any abnormalities. Our customer doesn't want a defective product when they hook it up and they go to use it. So utilizing that application, we're able to ensure that each and every one of our products that leaves our factory leaves in perfect state going into our customers' homes.
And then I know you also use QR codes as well. Can you talk about how those are used for the AGVs and AMRs, and also on the washing machines and dryers themselves to track production and make sure that everything's going correctly?
Yes, we have a wide range of applications for our QR codes. Primarily, the QR codes are used for our AGV traffic. So each one of our AGVs need to know which direction to go. Do they need to go left? Do they need to go right? Should they continue going forward? So it takes a snapshot of those QR codes that we have placed on our floor. As it scans each and every one of those, it knows as if it is moving in the right direction, thus allowing that product to move seamlessly throughout our factory, allowing us to achieve a high production rate. On our product, we use QR codes to ensure quality. So each and every one of our product receives a QR code attached to it. We then scan that data associated with that product, whether it's our fastening, our attachments, our welding, all that's associated with that QR code. So later we could track or trace any defective product, what was happening that day, what was the issue with the machine, and then we can have reactions based on that data.
Yeah, and I thought it was neat that the AMRs had the LiDAR sensors and also used the QR codes, and then the AGVs used QR codes to move around, but also had sensors in case someone walks in front of them. I was a little clumsy and bumped into one. So at least the robot is looking out. I wasn't as careful. Someone's paying attention. That's good to know. And then in terms of, the network, I know that uses, I believe it's 250 Wi-Fi access points, and then also 50 private 5G radios in partnership with Ericsson providing the hardware. Can you all talk a little bit about why it was important to incorporate 5G in addition to Wi-Fi?
Yes, we are currently translate from Wi-Fi to 5G because the 5G can transfer huge amount of data, and we apply the 5G AMR and AGV and robot first, and we have a plan to translate from Wi-Fi to 5G whole of the equipment.
Mm-hmm. And we also learned about how this factory was designated a lighthouse factory because of some of its Industry 4.0, AI and ML automation use cases. Can you talk a little bit about how some of those are also applied to other companies as well? Some of those have adopted some of your automation systems, correct?
You mean the other company means out of LG?
Yes, outside of LG.
We started outside of LG business from last year, and we started to apply AMR to other company, and the transferring the system, the logistics system was turned from manual to automated. And the companies are almost related with the automotive parts and the battery manufacturing.
Yeah, it was also interesting to see the battery swap out for the AMRs and the AGVs, and I believe those last for about a 10-hour shift. So that's pretty good battery life, I'd say, especially since they can haul 600 kilograms is quite a bit. They're pretty strong. And just to wrap up, any other thoughts on why it was important to have all these automated components in this factory? I imagine we talked about human error, cost efficiencies. And I suppose just keeping up with the competition. Any closing thoughts on why automation is so key here?
Yeah, I think you touched on it. Cost-effective manufacturing is the key to survival, especially in today's global market. So utilizing automation allows us to be cost competitive. And on top of that, it also increases our productivity, improves our quality. Items such as the 6-camera system that we already talked about. That one right there ensures that we keep a good quality product flowing through our process, eventually getting to our customer. So utilizing these technologies ensures, one, we're productive, two, we're efficient with what we have going on, and then three, the last one being quality, the most important one for us.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was a really unique experience to tour the factory, and appreciate you joining me on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Awesome.